That's better than some larger bikes I've tested. I need to check the alignment on this. Turn, oh, sugar daddy. What was that? 30 miles an hour on this little girl here. Come on now, 31. Hey everyone, Monkey Wrench Mike. We are back with another electric bike review. This time it is the S-3. It is from Sohamo, and like we do in every video, we're going to take it out of the box, put it together, take it for a spin, and then we're going to grade it on fit, form, and function. Well, we're finished, and never have I ever, or probably never will I ever, again, some bikes come 90% assembled. This one, I would say maybe 50% assembled. Okay, never have I ever had to put on the brake rotor. Okay, so I had to attach that. I had to attach the stem on the handlebar. Of course, you always have to do the handlebars, plus the fender and the headlight, which was a lot of fun. Back here, this rear fender, it doesn't even really fit. This isn't really long enough for the bolt to go in. You've got to bend it up, push the whole thing up to get the bolt through that. And then you get to fight with this little teeny tiny bolt right there, which goes through there, and there's no room to tighten it because the tire is there. So I just kind of had to do what I could to attach the fender there. And then this, the angle is different from the bike. Okay, so the angle of the bike rack is a little different than the angle of the frame of the bike. So you have to kind of adjust that, and it's just not sitting all the way right here. Okay, but we're done. Okay, we are done. So let me free the battery, plug in. There we go. We'll plug that in. Here it is. And let's just see what happens. And yes, I put the bike stem on this part on twice. I didn't like how it fit the first time. Okay, here we go. Now we got the power on. Let's hit this. And there you go. So it's about 3/4 of the way charged. We are in miles per hour. This is a very, very, very basic LCD screen. Okay, it's just one color, but there are 5 pedal assists. And note, please note, there is no owner's manual. You have to get it online. Okay, but the bike does fold in half. The handlebar does come down. these are the tools you get. There's your battery charger. You get a little toolkit, a couple of zip ties, some wrenches, and some Allen wrenches. Crescent wrenches, I guess I should say. Okay, and you get a strap for something. I don't know what this is for. And you get a whole bunch of extra pieces. I don't know what that's for either. Okay, but she's all together. She's a very small bike. I'm still going to give her a test drive. I'm a little mad at her right now, but we will be fair when it comes time to take her out on the road. Let's go over some of the features of the Sohamo S-3. First up, you get a 750 watt motor, 1100 watts of peak power. There are two battery options. You can get a 48 volt 15 amp hour with a 40-mile range. You can also get a 48 volt 20 amp hour battery with 60 miles of range. So the more amp hours, the better, if you ask me. Top speed of this little guy, and it's a little bike, is 28 miles per hour. You get the Shimano 7-speed system. This is a little bit different than the others that I've tested, but this is a good system. You get a 300-pound capacity and 3-inch wide tires. These are 20 by 3 inches right there, and on top you get a headlight, you get a tail light that also doubles as a brake light. These are mechanical brakes, by the way, so you can adjust them. See the little cable sticking out right there? That indicates they are mechanical brakes. And this thing weighs only 69 pounds. Yes. So, with that being said, it is time to take her out on the road, give her a test drive, and see how she does. I will tell you that I had a little bit of issue with this, and I cannot for the life of me get this to fold all the way back. If I turn this little copper clip around, it doesn't hold anything. I can't even get it to hold the saddle at all. So I had to turn this around so it would stay here and so I could tighten it up and it would actually fit me. That's not a huge thing. I'm not going to count off too much for that. You do have a very basic LCD screen. Power here. If you hit the power button again, you get your headlights right there, and you get your brake light, which I think is great. Okay. Then, if you want to go up in pedal assist, it's this bottom button, see, 4, 5. Then it starts over at 0, 1, 2, 3. And it is a thumb drive over here on the left. You've got your brakes, and you're good to go. Okay, so let's take her for a spin. There's a different feel, I can tell you already. Yeah, I keep wanting to push myself away from the handles. Hi! But she'll go. This is 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and we'll give the brakes a test. Okay, decent brakes. Yeah, I feel like this is a little bike. So if you're like 5'1", 5'2", I'm 5'9". I wouldn't choose this for me. It's a little too small for me. But because it's small and it folds up, it'll be even smaller. So if you're looking for something just to throw in your RV or the back of your car, your SUV, this might be good for you. It's quiet, I'll tell you that much. It's a very quiet bike. This is where we go down and test the suspension. There's a little bit of brake noise right here. Let's just try this suspension real quick. Yeah, can you see how it kind of gives right there? So that's the front suspension. There is nothing on the back. Okay, there's nothing at all on the back as far as suspension goes. I like the white. I do like the white and the orange and the black. Maybe that's because I'm a Oklahoma State cowboy, but here we go. Now, this is the suspension test. Woo, stand up for a second. This is where we test out what the road's gonna feel like on your bustier. I was gonna say, that's not even that, your rear end, your buttocks, okay? It's a small saddle, I can tell you already. Yeah. This is a tough part of the road. Ooh. Okay. Well, you know what? That's better than some larger bikes I've tested. This is, ooh, okay. Well, you know me, I like my dual suspensions, but this little front fork is doing a lot of work. There's a little bit of a squeal, high, on the brakes. Can you hear it? Kind of a chatter. Not a big deal. Okay. Whoa. Now let's go up. Pedal assist 5. We'll go full throttle. Oh, we got to get into. Here we go. Now we're going full throttle. Top gear. Anything above 12 is a winning feat. 14. We're going 14 right now. So on this, it's kind of hard to see this in the sun. We're going 13, and it doesn't give you like a 13.3, 13.4. This is 12. This is 11, 12. Stay above 12. Come on. Stay above 12. She's doing fine. She's doing good. I will tell you that it feels like if I kind of could do this, the back end wants to come out around it a little bit. I need to check the alignment on this bicycle. So now we're going 13, 14. So we're going to call that a 12, maybe 12.5. So that's a winning score. That's all right. Turn. Oh, sugar daddy. What was that? Are these things even tight? I did not like how that felt like it was coming off. Maybe I need to put some more air in these tires, but that felt like it was just, whoa. Yeah, let's go back and put some air in the tires because I thought the back half of the bike was going to come around. That was a little unsettling. See, these are tall tires, if you know what I'm talking about. The side of the tires is tall, like right here, and it felt like it was just kind of moving. So let me add some air. All right, we're back. We have air in the tires. I didn't add a whole bunch because they were... Oh, that's new. That was the front brake. Now she's making a sound. All right. Let's take her for a little bit of a spin. The back brake is really quiet. The front one is chattering. We'll go up here. Oh, yeah, I don't. So you got to be careful with these tires. You can't really. Yeah. Oh man, I missed my dual suspension already. I just feel too big for this bike. Like I said, I'm 5'9", but they say you can be over 6 feet tall. 17.8, that's 20 miles an hour, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 30 miles an hour on this little girl here. Come on now, 31. Oh, 30, 29, 28. So we're going to call it 31 miles an hour down that hill. That's not bad at all. Okay. I think the tires did benefit from a little bit of air, but I don't feel like I could take a curve at a high rate of speed, and the front brake it's making that chirping sound again. Other than that, I like the motor. The motor's got some power to it. Yes, it does. And it's a quiet. The tires are quiet. 20-inch by 3-inch tires. You got your regular spokes on them. The handlebar is almost straight across. It does bend a little bit. I like when they add a little extra to the handlebar. Make it cool, not so much just like a pipe. I feel like an old guy on a little kid's bike, to be honest. It's okay. I just feel like I need something bigger for me. So once again, yeah, for kids, smaller adults, lovely ladies, this would be good for you. It's just, woo, look at this. Yeah. Tell you what, it is fun to ride though. The saddle is hard. I'll give you that. Let's try some shifting. Yeah, okay, it's nice. Gear shifts are nice. We'll come down the hill here. See, hear the brake? The back one's perfectly silent. And you can see when you hit the brake, the suspension gives a little bit, so you know it's working. You know what? For the price, it's not a bad little bike. Little is the key word. If you are interested in the S3, you can be between 5'1" and 6'5", and I'm sorry about that front brake. That's just getting very, very old. As far as price, they've got it marked down from $11.99 to $7.99. We're gonna get this thing back home, adjust the brake, because that's something bad. All right, let me show you how this thing folds up. First, I love it when they have the brake pedals that will fold in like this. You kind of go in and they will slip up. That's going to save you a little room because the bike is actually going to sit against this pedal right over here. So here we go. We have the handlebar and the stem. You kind of rotate this out. This opens up and the front part of the bike will fold down like that. You have another little clip right here. You lift this latch up. This comes out and that allows you to get my hands in the right position, fold the bike just like this. So it sits right there, comes together right here, and here you go. Look at that. Very, very small, very compact, and it will fit behind your couch, perhaps even in the trunk of your car, of course in your SUV or your RV, so it's very, very portable. Well, she tried. Yeah, we're gonna call this the little bike that tried. This little Sohamo S-3 had a lot of potential, but just the feel of the bike and the front brake that I still have to address. I've never had a brake that was that loud after just such few miles, okay? Anyway, let's go ahead and grade it on fit, form, and function. Fit, how the bike came out of the box. It wasn't the best packed, it wasn't the most elaborate, but there was a lot of work involved in putting this thing together, so we're going to give it a B on that. Form, the way the bike looks, I think it's a good looking bike. I like the white, I like the black with this orange and black lettering right through here, even matching right here on the battery. I think that's nice. I wish it was a little wider is a good word through here, give it a little more substance, make it a little nicer looking. There's the way this thing is bent, it's like they just kind of bent it just like going like that, which is kind of weird to me. And the welds are all different sizes. They're all different sizes. So we're going to give it a B on that. Function, the way the bike performed. Was I smiling a lot when I was riding it? Well, we had to come back and kind of address the tires. We had to address the front brake situation and the way that this thing, I kept slipping down even though I had this tightened as hard as I can. The saddle did keep slipping down. It did have power. I'll give them that. So we're going to give it a C on function. Overall, we're going to give the bike a nice solid B. It's a very moderately priced bike. Okay, it's not the most expensive, it's not the least expensive, but it's on that side of the scale. So if you're looking for something to give to a grandson, a son, a granddaughter, a daughter, or if you're just a smaller person, smaller in stature, this is something that you might want to look at because you're not going to spend a whole bunch of money. If you're looking to get into the bike world, yeah, this is something that I think you should look at. Just don't anticipate perfection. It's the best way to put it. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching this bike review, and thank you to Sohamo for sending me the S3, and I will see you again in another video. All right, everybody, we'll see you. Bye-bye.